Hello, let's reflect on this. In view of all the confusion that is going on in the Pentecostal circle and the message today, I come across an interview in 1956 with the Faith Journal magazine that they had with William Branham. And Brother Biggie, the journalist, asked William Branham, and I quote, "What course do you think the established Pentecostal organizations will take from here on out in regard to the move of the Spirit of God that is now on in the earth?" Unquote. And this was Brother Branham's answer way back in 1956. "I think that many who don't understand it will be in opposition to it. This has been true of all revivals in the past. I believe there will be a dividing soon. There will be the established fundamentals who will set their course straight to the Bible and refuse to vary from it. In my opinion, there will be the cream of the crop. When the separating time comes, the fanatical wildfire of overheated groups will perhaps go off into all kinds of error and unbiblical teachings and bring disgrace upon the entire revival move and do injury to the cause. But I believe the true church will stay right on through all of it. The devil has in the past and will continue in the future to hinder God's work by leading man astray." Unquote. So I will ask, which of these two groups do you represent? Remember, Apostle Paul in 1 Timothy chapter 4 verse 1 concerning the same thing William Branham spoke about. "Now the Spirit speaketh expressly that in the latter times," and that is the last days which we are in now, "some shall depart from the faith," that is the true revelation, "giving heed," that is hearkening, "to seducing, enticing spirits and doctrines, teachings of devils, of demons." Remember also his valedictory speech to the Ephesian church in Acts chapter 2 and verse 29. He wrote, "For I know this, that after my departing shall grievous wolves enter in among you, not sparing the flock." And as far as this revival that is supposed to be in the bride setting is concerned, these erroneous teachings also abound by some of these wolves Apostle Paul spoke about. Let's see some of them that we are all familiar with. Some say 1963 the rapture took place. The seventh seal is opened. 1977 millennium started. Some teach that we have two souls. Some say there is the return ministry. Then 3.5 years left for Israel in the 70 weeks of Daniel. The seven thunders is revealed, or the seven thunders being seven virtues and so on concerning the thunders. Now we are in the third day. The ministry of John is now on. There is the lead thunder. Thunders are seven church age messengers. The coming of David to anoint Christ. Another one says he's the lead apostle. And then there is a Jehu ministry and the Joshua ministry and so on and so forth. Many more. In every true movement, there are tears to cause havoc. And without an eagle eye, you cannot see the cunning devices of the devil. Remember, and thank God too, that the elect cannot be deceived, as we see in Matthew 24 verse 24 by Christ himself. Always remember admonishment of Apostle Paul to Timothy in 2 Timothy chapter 2 verse 15, and that is a problem with the Christian faith, and that is where the saving grace, your salvation, is from these erroneous teachings. "Study to show thyself approved unto God, a workman that needed not to be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth." And Isaiah chapter 8 verse 20 also says, "They speak not according to this word. It is because there is no light in them." And always remember, there is the written word and there is the spoken word given to the bride. But always remember that the written word came before the spoken word. And the written word is there as a foundation, is there to judge any spoken word. Therefore, any spoken word that cannot bring you back to the written word certainly It is man's word. And I pray that the bride of Christ will remain focused and refuse to be deceived by anybody under any claim. Shalom to the bride of Jesus Christ. May you all remain rapturable. Amen.